To visit with Coach Vince Dooley. We had prior to that visited with Coach Bill Curry of Georgia Tech. It's going to be Jacobs kicking off now, and back deep will be Gary Lee and Sammy Lilly.
Now, the way they do this kickoff, Georgia, they move it halfway over. They can kick it right in the middle of the field. You see it. They've cheated over to the left. They moved it over about 7 yards. Now, the kicker will try to angle it over to the left side so that it gives everybody an angle to kind of get them in a corner. He'd like to kick it about 4 yards from the out of bounds on their left side going down and about the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line, Gary Lee.
There he goes.
He can go. He can run. Going to cut back here, and he is gone. Gary Lee all the way, 95 yards and a touchdown.
How about that? We talked about Gary Lee being the big play man. Look at he's being mobbed. I've always wondered, you got to watch out. You might hurt your man down there. Gary Lee, the junior from Albany, Georgia. They called him big play Gary Lee, and you saw why, boy. What a hole down the right sideline. Now, keep in mind, the other kickoffs, they've been running it to the left, right, Lindsey? This one goes straight up, and then he veers back to the right, and look at that hole. And he's gone. And he makes his mind to cut back. It's all over. That kicker back there's got no chance. He slipped on the turf. He wasn't going to get him anyway.
The score is tied. David Bell will try the conversion. If good, it will send Georgia Tech ahead, and it is good. And Tech leads by a score of 17-16. There's the hero. The man who took it 95 yards.
And that's got to be frustrating for Georgia. For Georgia, Lindsey. They have completely dominated play here with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's all been Georgia. But they've gotten a touchdown and a field goal, but this kickoff return may turn it all around. We'll get an end zone view of this beauty. Here he comes. I want to tell you, nobody touched him. Nobody touched Gary Lee. Drew Hill was the last man, and you saw that in our pregame. He returned a kickoff against Georgia Sanford Stadium 100 yards in 1978.
Well, we were talking to Coach Curry late yesterday, and he said, now, our man Lee may not be back there every time, but if he is, we're looking for that big play, and they got it. It'll be Georgia.